Hi, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Today we're looking at the fried chicken factory, and I want to show you how to build one with a complete egg delivery system. So here the eggs travel up there for transport, and they come down, and this is built mostly for fun. And as the eggs get transported down, they go into the egg wash or an egg bubble bath, and they go up the top there and down for final rinse and air dry, and then the spot free rinse, and then eject it over here where the baby chickens will grow up here and be cooked by the lava. You may have built this before, you may not have. This is another version of the same build without walls, so you don't have to cover it all up, but it works just the same. I really enjoy this build, and that one right there is my prototype. To build it, you start off by digging a 1x8 3 deep hole right here, and you attach that to a 4x3 hole 3 deep right there, and you build a 12 wide, 1 high, and you got to use packed ice. And the bottom one is 9 long, whereas the rest of them are just 8. And once you build that, you tear out the bottom of this little area and you put in soul sand. That's this channel right here. And you put in this redstone. The redstone looks like this, where the eggs will fall in here, be fed into the dropper, and a signal will come out via the comparator to the repeater and around to the redstone. And the comparator's what measures that signal strength. Then you'll be left with this, and yeah, a cover up happened here, whereas you can't see that 4x3 hole anymore. It's all right here underground. All you can see is the dropper down below, and maybe that funnel. Now you start the process of making the zigzag. It's 8 long, and it uses packed ice. And you just start right above the 9th layer, and you go over, and you can see how it has stopped right there, one short. And yeah, that's got to be 7 high. It's 7 back and forths, 14 glass blocks high. Once you're done, and then you can dig. The egg bath area is going to be 15 wide and 14 high. Whoa, I fell right down in there. This section here, we're going to put signs 3 blocks down and have a 3 deep block gap right here. That is so you can pour water on top of this and it'll come all the way down. Now if you pour water down here, the bubbles won't work. I'll just start right there, and you can see the bubbles aren't working. No bubbles, no good. You're going to have to come in here and make a source block, and you can tell the difference. Because it'll have bubbles. If the bubbles stop, then you've lost a source block. Now I know you don't have to do every block, but you do have to have every block as a source block in the bathing area, or what I call the eggs bubble bath. This is the probably the trickiest part. And then you cannot pour water up here because we want the eggs to be pushed down, but we need to either waterlog the signs or just remove them and pour water there. And if you've done it correctly, then the top of it will push the eggs down this way. And we add a sign right there to stop the water. Down here we add some redstone. This time we put a funnel on top to put the eggs into the dropper, and it's the same pattern as before. And this is a 3x4 hole, and the redstone, well, this is the redstone right here. And when the eggs come from the bath and fall down in here, they get deposited into there. And we need 1 packed ice right in front of that dropper, and then 3 soul sand. The 3 soul sand will help. And then we stack signs 9 high. You can put in 5 hoppers right here. The 5th one leads down to a dropper, and the dropper is that same pattern, but this time you have a bubble shaft, so it's a little bit bigger of a loop. So you got your bubble shaft here, and you're going to have to bring that comparator to the repeater and then just go all the way around the bubble shaft back into the dropper, just like before, with that 2 high. As you place that down there, you got soul sand right there at the bottom of that. This is the spot free rinse, and this is the rinse. Now these signs stack 9 high over the first hopper, and 1 from the top. You just make a row right here, and you'll pour water here to push in this direction, and you'll fill these with water so that they're bubbled from the soul sand. And you'll leave these signs here, but you will remove these 3 and fill them with water. And then you can come over here and you can start to build the egg capture area. The dispenser will shoot eggs out, so you will need to put a half slab right here at the bottom. I'll just do a slab. I was looking for that block slab, seeing if I could find it real quick. There it is. And that gives the little baby chick something to stand on, and you'll pour a bucket of water up here encased in some stone, and you can just go around and it will leave that gap there where that half slab, and that's where the baby chicks will stand. Over here we build a 3-block high little area so that there's 2 blocks here for the chickens. That way if you have some extra eggs, you can throw the eggs on the block above where the chickens are. And this is the redstone. Now the redstone is just a dropper that faces the first bubble shaft, which gets added on starting now. And you add soul sand 1 block away from the 9 with some glass around, and you're going to stack that on up there to feed in. Now the dropper takes a comparator, repeater, and just a loop of redstone. And I like to have a ladder here to get up here. And this is where the chickens go. And you just plop the chickens in. Now you will fill that up with some stone blocks and put the chickens in here. And then you just cover them up. Fill the bubble lift with water. And there's a 5-block gap right here if you want to build it this style. And I only came up this high. That way the eggs can shoot on up like that. And then down into the chimney of the house. And then it shoots out the baby chicks. And when they get cooked, they drop their cooked chicken here with their feathers. If you wanted to build a simple setup, it's the same as the first and second house, just mixed together. I've got lots of simple setups, but I wanted to build one that was more entertaining to watch fry the chicken, and I decided to play with egg transport. I think it's really funny and fun to watch. As far as my survival world goes, I'll probably wind up building this version. I kind of like it the most. That way I can see it from all angles. And with all this motion of the eggs shooting around, being bathed and washed, it'll go good with the sheep factory I built. And if you want to cover the whole thing up, you can do so. It will require quite a bit of lighting, but I put lighting in the corners and maybe 3 blocks up, a little stripe. You could put a strap up there. This is my pixel art of an egg. And if you've made it this far, do like and subscribe. I appreciate it. Thanks. This is just my little channel, and these are my tutorials. I like to build things that are entertaining and fun to watch. And in survival, I always build them near my house so that they just stay running every time I walk by. Alright, well, have a good day. Bye.